So, assignment 7, dice roller stats. Basically, is the next, after the first version of this program, we just want to dice roll stats calculator business. And there should be a menu, a small menu, and there should be two options there, like the serial dice roll and just a regular roll of a single one, which we used to have previously. So the technical requirement says that we need to add the new class named dice roller to an existing application. So what I'm assuming is that what we already have done in the previous homework, that we have, let me try to demonstrate. Maybe what we already have is that we already created a die class, right? A die class in our previous homework. Created that class. Then maybe we already have a dice pair, or whatever the name of that was, pair, another class that we already created. So the dice pair, or whatever the name of that is, perhaps already is referencing a pair of these die classes. And we obviously have a main application which perhaps creates the dice pair and creates a die. I believe that I may actually take a peek at that in our samples. I think I told you that here's the previous homework prototype, if you will. Main Java, what does it do here? It says create a dice pair, and creates new dice pair, and it creates the pair of dice with the side count that say we'd like to have a die with 6 sides, like a cube, right? Then there's a possibility to say roll, and the roll computes the total for the roll, and then we print the result. And then and this is a demo program, but it does introduce a possibility of having a menu class. So it says create new menu, and we have to code it. So let's take a look at these classes. For instance, menu.java in this sample, it creates a bunch of static final variables with the different choices. For example, set the side count, roll dice, or quit the application, and simply assigns to these values, simply assigns particular numbers. Then it seems like it creates a bunch of other variables here, including the scanner, right? And those are private member variables here, or data attributes. So the constructor for the menu says make your choice, and it creates the new scanner class, and it also says that the current choice is unknown. That makes sense because we created an integer constant and assigned number 3 to choice, choice unknown is assigned 0. And then we internally keep an integer that keeps track of the user choice on the menu. And we initialize it with choice unknown. Then what happens is that this particular class, menu class, provides a method to attach a menu item to the menu. So it simply takes the string and concatenates it with the new string, and also adds the new line at the end. all the choices are stored in originally the choices string, which we initialized with make your choice. So let's actually try this as an interesting setup. So if I say file, new project, create new project, which I name uh, A7 demo, maybe, and store it on this drive here. So let's see, 157. Actually, it's projects. All right, so I'll use location for this. And definitely we keep main app in place and finish. So the main app is going to be created for us. The package name is A7 demo. All right. And we have our main app here, so we're going to do some coding in main method to begin with. But let's try a sample code in our project. For example, we can take our just keep this readable. So let me download the menu.java, save link as, and download this menu class, and save it my project source. A7 demo is the name of my project source. A7 demo, this is where my main app is. And then in this same location, I can save my menu.java. So once saved, NetBeans environment instantly picks up the presence of the new Java file in this subfolder. So I can just double click and make sure that I use the same package name. Control C, menu.java, change the name of the package. All right, so these are my choices as we already discussed. There's an attach method, and there's also get user choice. So let's take a look at how it works. If I take my menu and display it side by side, then in my main method, what I can do is that I can say menu, I guess, equals new menu, and the constructor doesn't take any parameters, so it's default constructor. So I'm not specifying any parameters. Then what I can do is that I can say menu dot attach and attach a string, and I can say exit, right? So I can attach exit item to the menu. And then what I can do is that I can say menu get user choice and just call this method. So let's see how this works. So this demonstrates classes in general, and this is convenient to have a scanner class. By the way, this seems to be pretty generic business that we can, seems like we can attach new items to the menu. But unfortunately, this list of static variables isn't really being updated properly. So, you know, unfortunately, my exit will not match with choice quit here. Let me see. What I need to do is that perhaps I need to force them to use 3 on quit. And to demonstrate, I will use like choice number 1. reserved, not used, right? And choice number 2 is also reserved, but choice number 2 is exit, I guess. So we'll see what shows up as a result. So if I run this, it's building, and it kind of like prints this menu. Uh, Shift plus to Control plus to make it larger print so everyone can see it, right? So it's kind of nice to have something that makes generic class. This is a semi-generic class which says side count, roll, and quit. But in my case, I added other items here, and I can modify the names of those variables, and I can type my choices here, and have a menu in my application.